in Philadelphia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they, too, were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A look now at the defensive starters for Philadelphia. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. And it's complete. Henry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he?
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Bills send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. And here are the starters for Philadelphia.
Out of the backfield is Joe Mixon, and he was a valuable commodity. Coming out of the University of Oklahoma because of his ability to be so versatile. Can run it inside with power, gets to the perimeter and can outrun people, catches the ball not only out of the backfield, but you can split him out just like he would be a receiver. And I think that if he wanted to dedicate himself, he'd be an all-pro kick returner.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our route. Check 26. Check 26.
They'll run on 1st down. Savage. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. I don't think you got it, sir. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
49's the mic.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is Mixon. And some room to maneuver. 23 yards to pick up there.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Singletary to get the drive started. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Finding room inside the 40. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. On 2nd down now. House. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown. 5 plays there on that drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, Charlie. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
We want it. Come to my world. 49. Ready? 81. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
To throw is Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They can't stop us. They cannot.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. From midfield, here's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 14 yards there, and an Eagle first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
1-yard gain.
Come on.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
On second down, here's Mixon. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 22. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Tried to go draw a play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check 15.
Now a give, right side. Crocker. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From the 31, Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Here's Allen to throw it. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there, and it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, Wentz under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Hey, come on now, come on now.
Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes... and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. scoring summary. 3-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On 2nd and 15 now. Allen, and a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump-off, but it'll set up third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Eagles will have the football at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Don't be scared of it.
On first down, Mixon. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 24. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. but more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They run the counter. Savage. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 18 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
Mixon hit, and the ball is out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown.
Good job, D. Good job, D.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Hey, Alpha!
Wentz now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have... much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll try the left side. Savage. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. They'll keep it on the ground. Savage. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
On third down, Mixon. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up fourth down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And caught by Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Here we go.
A very solid gain of 27.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Check. Lucky.
They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Allen. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz, quick hitter here, it's complete. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Hey, high 7.
Mark 49.
Back to throw, Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Allen to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. They'll look to throw.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this fourth quarter. Back to throw. Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished, but to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Philadelphia, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll fall back to...
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna man. I just wanna be her, for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like